Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Shemel Shai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and salutations to the elect, and all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. This is your brother Thamine from GMS Toronto coming at you with another video. So, I came across this article today. I'm going to make it short, right? Because I saw an article where it says Mexico and Colombia has refused the migrant to be brought back by American Airlines. Well, by America, right? But then when I dug deeper into the story, it's actually military. They wanted to drop these migrants off, which America's theirs at the end of the day, right? But they themselves are in captivity, but they don't want to accept it. And now they're starting to see that Esau Edom is their real enemy, and not the Negroes. Okay. Anyways, Washington and Bogota on January 26th routers. Okay, the U.S. and Colombia pulled back from the brink of trade war on Sunday after the White House said that the South American nation had agreed to accept military aircraft carrying deported migrants. U.S. President Donald Trump had threatened tariffs and sanctions on Colombia to punish it for early refusing to accept military flights carrying deportees as part of his sweeping immigration crackdown. But in a statement late on Sunday in the White House said Colombia had agreed to accept the migrants after all, and Washington would not impose its threatened penalties. So, this man is starting to make enemies all over the place, right? And that's part of prophecies too, because he's gonna start pretty much strong on these other nations, right? And in all honesty, when these people from these other countries go back to these South American countries, they have to start all over from scratch again, right? Some of these people are born there. No, sorry, some of their children are born there, right? There's a lot of things that goes into being deported, man. Right? They might not even have like houses, where they're going back to. This is their home, and also the Lord is pretty much saving them, trying to save them from that from that sacrifice in Basra. Okay, but this man is slowly putting tariffs and cracking down on pretty much having these people come into the American way. Okay, but all this is gonna backfire on them, right? The tariffs, right? Because the money is about to crash, right? We're starting to see that the whore is making enemies, right? And these presidents of this corporation, right? This is like the most, I would say, stubborn president I've ever heard of. I mean, the other presidents were, they were pretty strict in, in carrying out sanctions and taking out other presidents. But this man, this is a different strategy he's using. He's pretty much starving out the other nations who doesn't want to pretty much agree with the things and policies that Babylon the Great is proposing, right? So now he's doing his whole immigration crackdown, and he wants the people that he's deporting to be on board with this, right? After him making deals, after the country already made deals with these other nations by bringing in these immigrants, now he wants them out, right? But this is part of the devil's plan, though. Okay, the reason why he haven't kicked you Negroes out, right, is because the whole world is watching. There's something else coming for you Negroes, though. You 2/3. Jacob's trouble is coming. Okay, you've seen he's cracking down on the Latin tribes, right? And you Latin tribes are starting to see that who your enemy is, man. Okay, this is probably gonna be part of the breach between the Latin tribes and the so-called black tribes, right? Uh, Coming back together. Maybe this is what you need, right? It says here the government of Colombia has agreed to all President Trump's terms, including the unrestricted acceptance of all illegal aliens, which word means strangers, and they're not illegal because that country is literally theirs. From Colombia, returned from the United States, including on U.S. military aircraft without limitation or delay. So this is also going to lead to a lot of bloodshed, right? Because let's say when these people in America start seeing Latin tribes all over the place, they're going to start attacking them. I know how this goes, right? This has happened in history before, right? But the main thing that's getting these countries is the tariffs, right? Because guess what? Let me read one more paragraph and then I'll get into the scriptures. Draft orders imposing tariffs and sanctions on Colombia would be held in reserve and not signed unless Colombia fails to honor his agreement. This agreement, it added. So, all her lovers, actually, no. Let me get a revelation first. They shall burn the whore. Right? It says here, Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, right? The beast is EU, NATO and the EU, right? And these shall hate the whore, right? And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So these are the missiles, right? That's gonna come from these other nations that was once a part of the of that system, right? The system that's about to be imposed on the whole world, right? This is the reason why the whore, which is America, right, has so many lovers, and her lovers are starting to, kick back and hate on her, right? They're starting to hate her because of these terrorists. This is going to go right into prophecies, man, right? To let the weak say I'm strong. Joel 3 and 10. It says here, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Because this is what this is going to lead into. This is going to lead into war, right? This is going to lead right into war. America's probably going to invade one of these small countries, and people are going to get mad. People are going to get angry because these other countries, they have deals with other countries that's like not allies with America also. So we're starting to see this man pretty much showing you who he is, right? And this whole crackdown on immigration really doesn't do anything for the country, really, of America, right? Because jobs and all that things that they say that the immigrants are taking, these citizens of America are not going to go and pick oranges early in the morning. I'm telling you that right now. Not with this generation, right? And pick cucumbers, right? For them to eat. That's not going to happen. So he's doing the country a very big disservice by kicking out the tribes, right? Are we now? They're gonna. You know what? Let me get. They shall narrowly look upon thee. Isaiah 14. Yeah, Isaiah 14 and 16. So this is what's gonna happen. All of this tariffs is gonna lead to all your enemies and all your lovers hating on you, man. And they're gonna drop bombs on you. They're gonna burn you with fire, like I read in Revelation. Isaiah 14 and 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, right? That made the world as a wilderness, and destroy the cities thereof, that opened not the houses of the prisoners, all the kings of the nations, even of them lying glory, even one in his own house. So these other nations are gonna be happy when you go down, right? Because of the things that you're putting them through, right? I remember in 2017 when he first around 2016 2017 when he first came into power, right? He was this whole tariffs thing. I remember him putting tariffs on aluminum and steel because I was working in a steel company at that time, and shit got expensive. Okay, so this is what he's here for. He's not here to make you feel comfortable and make a so-called America great again. He's here to put hell on all you people, man. Right? When he's done with the immigrants, he's gonna turn his face to you citizens of America. Right? Even you people that voted him in there. Right? It's gonna get pretty bad. It's starting to see what this man's hand is like. You tribes are finding out real soon too, though. You're starting to find out that this is not your rest. Okay, this is really not your rest. You came here to feel comfortable, but guess what? Your comfort is gone. And now he's gonna trust me. He's gonna turn on you tribes, the rest of you tribes soon. You Negroes, right? You Haitians, right? This is just you getting a little bit getting a little bit of ease. And when he's done with the Northern Kingdom, he's gonna turn to you and take his anger out on you and hate on you. Okay, that's what it's all about. This is all about prophecy, right? And this is what's gonna cause the nations to be pissed off at America, right? And at the whore, right? Let me get one more scripture. What am I trying to get right now? There's a scripture that was in my mind and I forgot. Let me try to remember. Um, all her lovers. Nah, it's not all her lovers that I'm looking for. What's the scripture that I'm looking for, man? Slakia. Yeah, Slakia. I found the scripture I was looking for. It says here, Revelation 18:3, for all the nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of a fornication. So that, this whole doing business with the whore, with America, this is coming to bite these nations back in their asses, man. Right? And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay? And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Right? So the Lord's not sleeping. Right? The angels are writing everything down. Right? And all you tribes and all the rest of the people in the world really that uses the American dollar, this is what's coming to all of you, right? Because this is the number one currency in the world. So this is the currency that people are trading and buying with. Of course, you can sanction tariffs and all these things, right? If you don't do what he says, right? And the power of America is pretty much gone, man. That once aura that they once had, it's a wrap, right? These other nations are not having it. They're gonna start rebelling, and guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna start teaming up with your enemies, which is what Russia, right? And it's gonna end in bloodshed and war. So this is just the beginning of what we call World War III. These are things that's gonna have to lead up to the main event. Shalom.